The Chicago Sky dropped another close game just due to some stagnant play down the stretch of the game. It was a winnable game at times. Unfortunately, the Chicago Sky did not have enough in the tank. A 20-10 game from Angel Reese in this game. We're going to talk about it, break it all down, have some fun as only we could do right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything for Chicago Sky related. I'm one of the hosts here, Haize, and I think Stevo is joining in now. We'll get Stevo in here in a second. But the Chicago Sky, unfortunately, dropped a game to the Connecticut Sun, 83-75. Just that third quarter really did kill the Chicago Sky yet again. Angel Reese does finish with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in this game from Angel Reese. Also with an almost double-double with 10 points, 9 rebounds from her. And
she got it.
Oh, she got it? It doesn't on the official score card.
She got that last rebound at the end.
Well, we'll see if they count it as official. They may not count it as official. Diamond DeShields with 9 points. Marina Mabry with 10 points as well. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks from Marina Mabry. Dana Evans, 5 points. We get 10 points from Kennedy Carter off the bench, who surprisingly wasn't in the game down the stretch of that game. It does look like she was limping as well, walking off the game. Stevo, overall thoughts in this game, brother?
I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the most irritating loss because it was some controllable things that I don't think coach recognized today. And it just, to be quite simple, we didn't get enough out of our guards. We didn't get enough scoring out of our guards. We cannot go up against a championship team and Marina has 10 points, Dana has 5, Diamond has 9, and Kennedy and Lindsay only has 2 and 10. That's not good enough. 80% of this game was just trying to force feed the block to our bricky bigs, a low block entry pass. That was all. That was literally what our whole game plan. Now, I don't know how the hell Angel and Carmilla is sitting here basically leading the charge offensively for this team, and they're doing it by pure will. But there's so many ways we can make our offenses way more different than we're not getting, and it's getting very frustrating. Second thing, I did not see. Hold on, let me just double check before I say this. She only played 11 minutes. I did not see fucking Izzy didn't 11 fucking minutes from Izzy is stupid. It's downright stupid. Downright stupid. There's too many times down the stretch, especially in that third quarter, when we needed outside shooting. She just sitting there on the bench. Michaela's just sitting there on the bench. There was a time where Lindsay Allen was in the game. Yes, she came and changed the energy in, but we kept her in too long. Yeah. Dana was just sitting on the end thing. Then you want to put Dana in for the final stretch of the game, and she didn't do much because you kept out most of the third quarter. The rotations was dumb tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, and I was talking about that in the chat as well. The rotations right now are mad questionable, and not just because of the personnel when you have them, but also when you're pulling players. It seems like I get it that you're trying to look for something, right? I get it. You're trying to look for a spark, and I don't want to take away from that. I get it. Offensively, we suck, and you're trying to find a spark from your guards, but it feels like every time that there's a little something that may start, that's when Coach Boone takes them out. We got to find a better rotation, whether that means changing your starting lineup, which it seems like Coach Boone is hesitant to do, or finding a different path or something like we've talked about. You need to find a way to get, and it looks like they didn't count the last rebound for Camilla, so no double-double there. They
I thought you were talking about Angel.
Angel got the double-double, 20 and 10 from Angel.
Ain't no, bro. Izzy came into this game and had 9 goddamn points. She was 3 for 3. How the fuck she only played 11 minutes?
Yeah.
As a coach, how do you allow that to happen?
Especially when she's playing well. She had one of the highest plus minuses on the team, and they literally posted the fact that there were no minutes restriction for her anymore. So it's for and again, I like Diamond. You already know how I feel about Diamond DeShields. You know how I feel about Marina Mabry, Dana Evans. But in this game, those play Marina may be having 35 points. Diamond DeShield's having 23 points. Dana Evan having 23 minutes. I wish she had 23
I was
points.
like, what the
23
hell?
minutes. And Isabel Harrison only playing 11.
That shit is
It
stupid.
doesn't make sense there. You got to find a better balance there. So it's
bro,
it's
they
what?
ended with the same fucking points. She played 11 minutes. Diamond played 23 minutes, and she had 2 rebounds and 1 assist. She shot 3 for 7.
Yeah.
Izzy shot 3 for 3 and got 9 points.
Yeah. You
Like,
got to find something better.
and especially what we're seeing Diamond become. She's perfect for the bench right now. She don't have to start no more. Like, I don't know why we dying on this hill that she needs to start. Why we're dying on this hill that Dana needs to start. You have to shake some shit up. I'm sorry. You need to get out your way. I understand you had a vision of something you was doing in the preseason. It's not working. It's clearly not working.
The thing is, too, is that I get it what we're saying, but we already talked. You're not going to start Isabel Harrison at the 3. Michaela Onyewerede has not played extremely well. I don't see them going small again with like moving Marina Mabry to the 3 and starting Kennedy Carter and Dana Evans there. So, I mean, right now, I get what you're saying as far as not starting, but we got to look at the personnel. Who are you going to start if you don't start Diamond DeShield?
Okay, I'm already said this. If you're going to run this current constructor lineup when you're doing the Twin Towers, you got to put Lindsay at that point guard position. You got to.
I get that. But that still leaves the 3. What are you going to do with Diamond?
I mean, you can leave Diamond there, but you got to have rotation on when she come in and when she come out. Because clearly she did not start the game the way she finished. She finished way more stronger than what she did. You can get those times where, because if you really think about it, when Diamond is coming out, who's coming in? It's not Izzy that's coming in for her.
Yeah.
It's Michaela, or is it like they're going small, or it's Breonna Turner, or they're going small, they're doing Kennedy, Lindsay, and or Dana line up out there.
Yeah, like, the problem is I'm thinking, right? And again, I don't know. I haven't talked to Coach Spoon, that there may be some hesitancy to start a lineup that small. But I mean, at some point you got, because listen, not starting it ain't helping either. Like, you got to try to find something right now. And so,
try it.
And hopefully nothing. Let's knock on wood. There's nothing serious going on with Kennedy Carter there, because you definitely don't want to see that. But yeah, you got it. Like, at this point, something right now has to change, and it could be the system, which we've talked about on the other channels very heavily. It's hard to change an offensive system in the middle of the season, but either you need to make some changes to the system, you need to make some changes to the personnel, a combination of the two. Like this hope that Marina, Dana, Diamond are going to shoot themselves out of this slump does not seem like it's going to come. And keep in mind, just in the pregame show, I said at some point, one of these ladies are going to shoot themselves out of the slump. But at some point, like, our offense is what's hurting us right now. It's not the defense. It's not starting the rookies. Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, for their credit, when they're out there together, it seems like they've already picked, hey, these are our spots on the offense side. Like, defense, they're going to do what they do defensively. Something has to give, period.
And that's something that's good. You gotta start experimenting. You can't keep trying out the same ideas and expecting a different outcome. We've seen this. It's been 10 games. You haven't changed. You pretty much been doing the same thing. You gotta try something. If that's putting Lizzie at that 3, especially today, it just made more sense. They had way more length out there. Freaking what's the girl on the other team that was giving Olive, what's her name? Is with an O. I don't know, but she was
Nelson.
Olivia. Yeah, Olivia. Olivia was giving us hell on the defense, and every time Izzy came in the game, she cooked her ass.
Listen, they're not playing a Stu. Can we get a Stu back? Can we get her back?
Shit,
like, just go ahead and send her back here, because we can use some of that right now.
We can use a lot of things, especially if we're not gonna. As far as we've been concerned, the least amount of players that we've been playing is Breonna Turner and Haize. Yeah. We can find somebody out here to replace them with. We're not gonna play them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Haize, I get it, and I know she's one of Angel's best friends, but at some point, you can't just keep having roster spots that you're not using when you need major things. We can use another ball handler. They don't necessarily have to be a point guard, but if we can even get a three in there that can do some 3-and-D and also distribute some that could work, like, and it's easy to just, talk about archetypes that may not be available out there, but we got to do something. And until the Chicago Sky either change, like I said, change the personnel, change the system, it's gonna be tough. We literally are running less than a little league offensive system right now, and so
it looks like UNC offense out in this
bro.
motherfucker.
It's bad, bro. Like it's
like it feel like
bad,
1982 man. Basketball. We were just throwing to the block and saying, "Fucking Angel, lead us to the promised land."
Yeah, and for her credit, she did the best that she could with it. Like, you got a 20-10 game, and people talking about Angel Reese and missing layups. She was 8 for 10 from the field. She got the same amount of shots she's always gotten. She didn't have more shots than what she usually did, and she was just more effective. Got you a 20-10 game. Oh, and got 2 steals. Listen, that last steal, by the way, was disrespectful. She literally just grabbed the ball and looked at her for a second. And it was like, all right, bet, let's go ahead and run some offense. But listen, like, Angel and Camilla did what needed to be done as rookies in this game. This was a game where you can look at the veterans outside of Isabel Harrison. Outside of Isabel Harrison and Kennedy Carter, who Kennedy Carter is still, this is technically what, 3rd, 4th year in the league because she took the year off. Like, we needed more from our vets in this one, and we didn't get it. And that's the way that it goes, man.
Because that shit was ridiculous. That it was just a lot of those baskets. It was just like, bro, we're not that hard to guard. And that's the funny thing about it. I'm looking at it from an X and O standpoint. I'm just like, they know we trying to give it to Angel right here. They know we trying to give it to Carmella. We can't run for some reason. We can't run a pick and roll because every time they run a perfect pick and roll, they always miss the pass. They always miss it. I don't know what it is. I know everybody keeps saying officiating. To me, it wasn't a bad officiating game. To me, I feel like
it was a middle of the pack official. Yeah, like I get it. They got 28 free throws, so our only 15. So they definitely got to the free throw line a lot more than us. But this is still a game that, to me, you know me, I look at officiating and I say you got to play well enough to where officiating, you don't give the officiating a chance to win or lose you the game. And to me, with the offense that we're playing, we're making it too easy, bro. We're making it too easy.
I was just about to say that. Like, it's hard for me to sit here and try to blame officiating when we were just letting them into the paint. Like, once you allow them into the paint, you give up a lot of that time for, like, because that's how basketball goes. Once you let them in the paint and they wide open, your reaction is late. So it's 10 to equals to fouls. That's just what happens, even if it don't look like it or not. Yeah, it was a ref out there that was a little quick on the whistle, but like I said, we was not making it difficult. Like, towards the end, yeah, but for the majority of the game, they was getting to the paint by will. You cannot let no team that's good play like that. They was sitting here picking us apart at the end. I was sitting like, yep, this is when that veteran leadership finna come out. DeWanda was in that mud, just I'm gonna pick my spot, step back, pull up in your mouth. You cannot keep digging yourself in holes, especially against these good teams, because they just gonna pile the dirt right on back on your ass.
Yeah, we just we gotta tighten up, and I don't want to pile on the team or anything like that, but it's like, it's frustrating as X's and O's.
I ain't piled on them their ass for real. I'm piling on them today. This is an irritating ass loss because it's just little shit as a coach to me that if you paid attention to, is he fucking playing 11 minutes is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep saying that shit. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not excusing that at all. Lindsay should have played more. I mean, Izzy should have played more. When you play well, you should be rewarded with more minutes. That's anybody. That's regardless of how I feel about a player. If a player has a hot hand or is playing well, why not? Until they cool off or until they're not bringing what you need them to bring. Unless we find out that Isabel Harrison was maybe feeling some discomfort in the knee and maybe they decided to go ahead and let her sit at that point. But 11 minutes for a player that was 3 for 3, 1 assist, 1 steal, and +9 in the game. The highest plus minus of anybody in the game, even with Andrew Reese's 20 and 10, because she was out there a lot of times where our offense was stagnant, not because of her, but she was just out there during those minutes. But like, you should have been playing Isabel Harrison more. Like, again, you're looking for a spark plug. You're hoping Dana Evans, you're hoping Diamond Shields start going. Why are you trying to rev somebody up that when you have somebody who in their 11 minutes was already hot? Play them. So it's just those identifiable things, the situational awareness, as I like to talk about with coaches and things like that. You got to be better than that. Got to be better than that, man.
Yep. But I hope y'all get y'all shit together next game. Cause these next 2 games, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm expecting W's. Get y'all shit together. I don't know what the hell y'all got to do. I don't know if y'all got to sit down and watch a week worth of tape. But come Friday, do what you got to do.
Yeah, they got to figure it out. Because it's just not going to cut it at all. I saw a comment I wanted to get into and then lost it. So this one is from Rose. Rose says Carter should replace Diamond from the bench. Well, unfortunately, I get why you say that, but Kennedy Carter is 5'9" and Diamond DeShields is 6'1". As we like, you got to have some size. You can't be that small out there, especially you're not going to start Kennedy Carter and Dana Evans together. That's just way too small. Even if you start both of them in the backcourt and move Marina to the 3. So I don't see that happening. And plus, you want some spark plug off the bench. You want some scoring off the bench. And I think Kennedy more than brings that. But I don't know the answer. And I'm not acting like I got the answer because Diamond DeShields right now really offers the best chance at size and any type of scoring upsides because Michaela Oniwerde is probably the player that you look to start in her place. And I'm sorry, Michaela has had her defensive moments, but outside the flashes, it's been trash for her too. So it's just like we just don't have it. And that's why Brenna Maxwell would have, and I'm not trying to put a lot on her as a rookie drafted in the second round, but if she came in and her 3-point shooting was legit like they expected, it would have had a huge impact on the way this offense looked. It just would have. I know Teaspoon is a defensive coach, but we need a sniper out there. I mean, the problem is we don't have a sniper on the roster. As far as if you're talking about a 3-point shooter, we don't have it. And that's a part of roster construction. We have scorers out the wazoo. We don't have a lot of shooters. And the thing about scorers is when scorers get in ruts, they're not shooting the ball well. The things about shooters, if a shooter gets in a shooting slump, usually they shoot themselves out of it. When you're looking at scores to do that on a team that has no ball movement off the ball, no penetration at all consistently, we sit there and look like the offense we do right now. That's all I can say. Like,
just staring, waiting for somebody to move, and it was like, oh, okay, guess I'll make them fucking move now. Turnover, because they knew I was moving right there.
Yeah.
We gotta do fucking better. And we can't keep relying on our damn rookies to be our main source of fucking offense. And with that being said, having it be 90% throw it to the damn block. Because obviously the guards we got can't do it because they keep hitting fucking limbs.
Yeah. Tiffany says Kaiser and Marina are the sniper. Second is Dana. Where? And listen, we got to stop. Listen, I get it. I get what Kaiser was in college. Like I say in the NBA, especially when people talk about Zach Edey, what you did in college means not a goddamn thing in the WNBA. And Kaiser, unfortunately, and this isn't me coming at you, Tiffy, at all. So what me cursing is more so at the play. But like, Kaiser sucks. I'm sorry. We got to say what it is. You can't fail to make a WNBA team for 4 years. You finally get your opportunity and you can't get off the bench. She's not a WNBA player. She just isn't. Like, Kaiser ain't saving nobody. Marina can shoot the 3, but she's still more of a scorer than a shooter. And Dana, I wish we had your Euro Dana. Dana, when she plays in Europe and in the Athletes Unlimited tournament, is like baby Allen Iverson. I wish we got a little bit of that. We ain't got none of that. None of that.
Yeah, if they were snipers, they got a motherfucking muzzle on it because it ain't working right now. Goddamn, they need to clean the gun because that motherfucker is jammed right now. So I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. We trying to have Marina come off ball, but she just so slow. Like I'm looking at it like that. I want y'all to go back and watch the tape. It takes her so long, and she just look like y'all ever seen goddamn what's the run the Jameis Winston go through the goddamn running back. That's what she looked like fighting
Not
through fucking
Jameis
screen.
Winston. That's
She
crazy.
just looked like she looked like she getting slapped up her motherfucking head when she trying to get off these screens. Like it ain't working. It ain't working.
And to her credit, Marina Mabry didn't look this slow last year. Like I don't know what's happened with Marina Mabry. Marina
They bopping
Mabry,
her ass, bro.
like
It looked
bro,
like a pinball machine when she going. She get hit from every side.
bro, like and there goes again, no spacing, right? Like it's a lot going on with this offense, and like I said, I wish I could have a quick fix for it, and it doesn't. This is probably going to be our offense this year. Unless Brenna Maxwell does come back, or unless they do go out and get a Daisha Fair or somebody, and they come in and be everything advertised, we have no 3-point shooting. And I see people say, I'm not saying she can't shoot. There's a difference between shooters and scorers. Scorers can shoot. Shooters shoot. It's a very different thing. Yes, we have players that can shoot the ball, but they're not shooters. And that we're seeing the results of that in this one. It's unfortunate.
We got
That's
a
all I can say.
scorer. Marina is a scorer. She's not a shooter. Kennedy's a scorer. Danos is a scorer. They're not shooters. There's a difference. When you a shooter, that means you could come straight off the bench, cold turkey, and drain a three. We ain't got none of them.
Yeah.
We simply just do not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Brooklyn says, "Hey, if you got the answer, then give it to us, bro. Type the comment. You know what? Don't do that shit, Brooklyn. Listen, again, like I tell everybody, I got 423 people in here. Brooklyn's like a little brother. I could talk shit to Brooklyn. I'm not coming at a random commenter. I'm just messing with Brooklyn because that's who I'm gonna mess with. But yeah, man, we got to get
a target
something
on Brooklyn.
Yeah,
How you gonna put a target on Brooklyn?
No, hey, Brooklyn's funny. You know why I mess with Brooklyn? Because Brooklyn does have high basketball IQ, but he's also Brooklyn's just an asshole. And it goes understated how much Brooklyn's an asshole because he says it so nicely that people don't realize that Brooklyn's being an asshole. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hell. Yeah.
You think he ain't slick, but you're slick. I see you.
Harrison more minutes. Yeah, definitely Izzy deserves more minutes. Tiffy in the building says, I think Brenna could be effective, but I don't think the Sky can afford to train up another rookie right now. I mean, the thing is like, I don't know.
Train her to shoot.
I don't know that if they have, just much like they did with Angel early in the season, where it's like, Angel, just go out there and do what you do naturally. Brenna is a shooter. She shoots. Now, she can also put the ball on the floor and get to the rim a little bit. But if you're just asking Brenna to come in and be like, Brenna, just come off a bunch of screens and shoot the ball, she can do that. You're not training her up in a case like that. But I get what you're getting at as well, as far as if you can find somebody who's, and this is where, for the new Sky fans, our former head coach and GM James Wade, this is where James Wade would be on the phone with some woman in Europe and be like, listen, I need you to come over here for the
I need you to damn that contract. I got a spot for you right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I need. I need something got to change. Like I said, if we ain't getting Alicia Gray, I'll tell you that right now. But we ain't talking about the
he said Alicia Gray. Yeah, just go out and get Alicia Gray. Oh, okay. Well,
go get a top 10 guard. Go
get one of the best guards in the WNBA. Yeah, go out and get them. Just you can just walk into Walmart and be like, hey, let me get one of them Alicia Grays so I can come on my basketball team.
Yeah, but I hope like you do go consider it. Go do some scouting. Go look what's in the market. Go look what's overseas. Go look, do something. Like I said, if you ain't gonna change shit, if you gonna run the offense, you gotta get some better players that can run your offense better. That's how it works. And I'm not getting no Bria Bill either.
Nah,
I'm not doing it.
Nah. You know who would help this team a lot? Elena Smith or Morgan Birch would help this team a whole hell of a lot, man. Here we go. Brooklyn's finally done lollygagging. He says options 1. Dana, Marina, Michaela are our 3 best 3-point shooters. We start those with Camilla and Angel, and we should have better spacing. Here's the thing, and I get what you're getting at with that. I get what you're getting at with that. But has Michaela shown you enough this season for you to think that she's going to shoot the three ball effectively? Keep in mind, over the course of her WNBA career, she's only shot the ball above 31% once. And that was last season. That was last season. And she took 2.8 per game. That helps, but that's still making less than a 3-pointer per game. That's only making 0.9 threes per game. Does that help that much?
I don't know. I think we need to push the issue that she just needs to be more of a 3-and-D player, because the only problem is when she tried to take it off the dribble and then it was like, oh no, what's she doing? That's the only thing. If she just
hold on. Stop. Hold on. Nope. First of all, Dr. Lily, let me spend some time in here coming here. You have no entitlement here. That's the first thing. Talking some we ignore comments way too much. We're having a conversation and we read the comments of people who actually got something to say rather than just sit there and bitch. Let's be clear here. This isn't the place for your entitlement or your bullshit. If you got something to say, then say it. It's not just hearing your own voices. Shut the fuck up. And if you got a problem with it, go, oh, you know what? You can't go nowhere else because there's not another Chicago Sky show that posts consistently enough as you. We're fine. You have your opinion. We'll get to it. Shut the fuck up, sit down, and be part of the show. Don't come with no fucking entitlement on a loss at that. How about this? You want to hear yourself type too fucking much. There's a difference between having something to say and just having to say something. Have something to say, and then maybe we'll read your fucky ass comment. How about that?
And ladies and gentlemen,
this ain't ESPN. This
Roosevelt.
is motherfucking Roosevelt. You ain't got no entitlement here. And don't you ever disrespect the show when we put in the work that we do covering this team that we love. Don't you do that shit. If you got some, you go start a fucking YouTube channel, Dr. Lily. How about you do that? Yeah, now, with that said,
y'all done really met the ignorant motherfucker.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Hey, that's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't come at us crazy after a loss, because I told you we not round up too fucking tight. You would
think all that time you spent to become a doctor, you would say something fucking smart. Anyway, option number 2: start Lindsay, Kennedy, Marina, Angel, and Camilla, our best offense defensive lineup. But Lindsay will be open in that lineup, and she'll have to hit open threes, which I think she could do. I do like that lineup a lot. I just don't know if Marina at the 3, because of how slow she's been playing defensively this year. But I get it. I get what you're getting at with that.
I don't know. I don't like if we gonna have Lindsay at the point guard, yeah, Kennedy still gotta come off the bench. It's either if Kennedy gonna start, she gonna start at the point guard.
Yeah,
that's how that's gonna go. If we gonna go to the decision of putting Kennedy in the doggone, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I feel that. And Brooklyn, you're coming up with really good options. Like you're making the best out of what we have, and I completely respect that because you are putting in a lot to make a situation better that we're clearly at a deficit at. But the overall arching thing is that everyone has their own pluses and negatives, and like this one here, you're betting on Lindsay Allen's scoring potential, and she doesn't always bring that. But you do have Kennedy, you have Marina, but this still hinges on Marina coming out of this slump. If Marina doesn't come out of that scoring slump, you're almost right back where you were, but that definitely can help.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we don't give a damn. We don't give a damn about how y'all feel.
ESPN. We talk
don't
like
care.
This. We're the voice. This is Chicago, motherfucker. Let's be clear.
Give a fuck.
If you gonna go low, I'm gonna go to hell. That's what it is. So how about this? Care. You know what? This is what we're gonna do, Dr. Lindsay Allen. Since we too low for you, you can go ahead and shut the fuck up and sit down. And you could probably worry about focusing on how to better help your mother make better decisions on which child she decides to swallow, because then maybe you wouldn't be here getting cooked. Maybe that's something that you can spend your doctorate on.
Like I said, this, like I want y'all to understand, this is Chicago Sports Central. This ain't backed up by shit. This our shit.
You have to give Oni Werde a chance to the one start. She had since she played well, you cannot start Dana and Diamond anymore. I get what you're getting at, and trying something. The one thing is that, like I said, I will say Michaela was playing better. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I will say this though. She did give Michaela a short ass leash. Like she would make 2 mistakes and be like, get the fuck out. Diamond be fucking up all game. and she just let her play. So like that's my only like thing with Michaela. Like her whole career, she's never been able to just fuck up and continue to work at it. That's how you that's how
That's
you
a fact.
build as a player. So like
Yeah.
I don't like it even today with the rotations. To me, Diamond didn't really fuck up in the beginning of this game. She just the aggression wasn't there. So she kept her out to like midway to the third and played her the rest of the third. I'm like, why the you knocking the minimum? You thought these are rhythm players. It don't work like that. It's weird how she's doing things. Like you can we are very rhythm type of team, and you're throwing them off with these weird rotations.
Yeah.
Like like you gotta give people room to grow. Like, don't get me wrong. When she, for the most part, this year, when she throw up a three, it went in. It just when she, because we wasn't having Izzy, she was on a minute restriction. She was asked to do more than what we needed her to do. Now we just need you to come in, be ready to shoot and defend.
Yeah. And maybe in that starting lineup, because she would just be able to focus on defense and 3-point shooting, maybe she does thrive in that role. And listen, like I said, I love Diamond DeShields. What she did for this franchise, the adversity she's faced in her WNBA career has been great. But I think overall, like, I think Diamond would understand if she needed, because then she could play the Kennedy Carter role, and maybe that helps her get in rhythm as well. So, you know, I
She
just
ain't a
don't know.
spring chicken either. She
That's
wasn't gonna
true.
turn 30 this year.
Yeah. So,
Like you had your run in this year. You've been through a lot of things. Like I keep saying to people, coming off the bench is not necessarily a demotion like everybody trying to make it to be, especially in basketball.
it depends
Now,
on the
other
minutes.
sports,
Yeah, people try to
yeah,
make too much of whether you come off the bench or not. It's about the minutes that
yeah.
you play and where you finish. So, like, if you're coming off the bench, but you're getting 25, 28 minutes, it's not a
Like, is
demotion.
that really bad? Like
Yeah,
you playing, you're on the floor. So like that's my only thing is like when and where. That's a lot of thing with this team, especially with rotation. I think is goes when and where we need to start doing things.
that's a fact.
What rotation works with these type of players, because there's just certain type of rotations where like I don't like that lineup with Dana, Kennedy, and Lindsay is out there. That makes no sense to me. Especially if you're not gonna if you're gonna run that lineup, you got to get shots up. They don't get shots up.
Yeah,
So like you gotta pay attention to what lineups rotation works with the player that you're doing the rotation with, because some of these rotations don't make sense with the player that's already on this team or it's
that's a
already on
fact.
this floor.
That's a fact.
Like we already know the most common denominator, no matter what, Angel can fit in any type of rotation she throws out there. She can work with anybody. We know that. But everybody else can't be thrown in every single rotation. Angels is probably the only one.
Yeah.
And E will when she was healthy.
This is actually something that I do see in the realm of possibility. Brooklyn says option number 3: we trade Dana and Marina and try to get picks and take 2 steps back and 1 step forward to fix our weaknesses.
Oh, that's a motherfucker.
Listen, here's the thing with the way that this team, how they orchestrated this offense. I mean, well, this offseason and got the picks that they got, the fact that they don't control their own pick in the first round. If Marina does keep struggling, and I could see a veteran team being willing to bite on Marina Mabry and think, hey, she's coming to this team, we have a structure already. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility at the trade deadline we see something happen. I just don't.
Yeah. Especially if we're not seeing no difference. If we're not seeing no difference, something gotta move. Like you can't just keep thinking people gonna find their way out of it. That's why the fucking other Chicago teams is the way they are.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna get into it. These motherfuckers that came back.
They need to. Dallas Mavericks can't lose this game, bro. Like it's over with if they lose this game.
Bro, would you believe I've only watched 2 minutes of at all 3 years? I watched 2 minutes of fucking finals basketball.
I know on a game where the finals going on, we've been focusing more on the WNBA. That's because we love this. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up so we can watch the last 3 minutes of the finals. Any last thoughts, Steve, before we get up out of here, brother?
Coach, something gotta shake. That's all I'm gonna say. You see it, it's clear. Everybody see it. Deep down, y'all feel it. The team feel it. Y'all can't keep relying so heavy on these rookies.
Yeah.
Because that the fact they did what they did against Connecticut today. Them are three bigs, and DeWanna Barner, Bree Jones, and Alyssa to go up again. And the fact that she's getting 20 and 10 as a rookie don't make sense. I'm gonna just let y'all know that for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Angelica, no, we weren't talking. I didn't even see your comment, Angelica. So no, we weren't throwing no shade towards you. You're one of our biggest supporters here. We appreciate you. But she did say I wanted to see them together. I meant I wanted Dana to get more time with each of them individually, not all three together. That's too small. I agree with you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
I
don't want
agree.
to go, you don't want to overcompensate and go extremely small because then that may affect the good defense that we do play. So great points there. Quentin says, hell, bro, I'll take Eamon Missman back. Hey,
Please
where
come back.
is
She's
she?
in
Said she was going
fucking
to take 1 year
Berlin.
off. Yeah, she's getting ready for
But
the
she
Olympics.
just
So
she just won Berlin. Damn near almost beat us in the FIBA shit.
yeah.
Come on, come back, please, bro. She's too
Quickly said
cold.
she was only going to take a year off. Can we get Quickly
Why
back?
y'all
Like,
lie to us? What we
exactly.
do?
But all right, y'all, man, we appreciate you guys so much for sticking through us, man. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. You can follow us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. I actually got a video topic tomorrow that I'll be dropping tomorrow. But love you guys, man. Go Sky, y'all.